Alright, this one's designed to go with the exercise video I just did. I don't know if you can see the ski hill up there, but that's where I was, top of the mountain there. And I apologize for the sound quality. Anytime somebody wants to help me out creating a more professional video series, hey, I'm all ears. I'd love a production manager. Anyways, I thought it'd be a good time. I wasn't ready to go in. Such a beautiful day. And I got to share something with you. That video cut off right when I started to do my third interval, my third sprint. And the reason it cut off is because my heart rate monitor connects to my music, and sometimes it turns my music on, and I guess my music turned on right when I took off on that sprint. And when I got back, guess what song was playing? Live Like You Were Dying, one of my favorites. And sort of germane to the situation, because you really should live like you're dying, because you are. Part of the process of life is deterioration, and I'm trying to teach you guys how to mitigate that. The seagulls are getting kind of loud, I apologize. You know what came on after that? I can only imagine. And I sat there as I reflected on the cross that my daughter gave me after my last bracelet that she got me that had a cross on it wore out after a couple years. That if I was gonna imagine, it'd be a lot like Cordova on a day like today, where it didn't rain a lot and winter didn't come. He tries to give us a pretty good idea. Anyways, I want to go back to exercise. I will disclose I'm drinking my Regenerate and my post-workout or recovery formula. And I'm not going to get into what's in it or the benefits of it. If you're like intensely training and you're looking to cheat like I do, reach out and I'll go over it with you. Way down the road, I might cover that. Right now, worry about the major macromolecules and micronutrients you're putting in your body through your diet. I've covered it intensely on Facebook. So what did we learn from my sprints? Well, I learned one thing. If I have 2-pound hunting boots on and blue jeans, and I don't get a very good head start in front of a pretty slow bear, I'm probably going to get eaten at about 85 yards if I have to run up a 20-degree slope in corn snow. Why? Well, physiology. My leg, I didn't stop because it hurt too bad or because I was too tired or I couldn't take the pain anymore. I stopped because my legs were done. Lead over. What happened? Okay, I'm going to give you some physiology here. No diagrams, just talking. Mitochondria generate energy, ATP if you care. Generally they do that through using oxygen. Now I can only deliver so much oxygen through my lungs based on how much is in the air, how much air I can move. I can only pump so much blood to those legs, and there's only so many mitochondria in those muscles in those legs, and in the muscles in my heart for that matter, that generate all that energy to create all that work. And at some point, I exceed the ability to generate energy and work with oxygen production. That's called the anaerobic threshold. At that point, my body says, well, I've got other stored energy that I can use to make more work without oxygen. Anaerobic metabolism. It produces lactic acid. That's that pain that comes in. But the problem is, at a certain place, even that is depleted and exceeds your body's ability to regenerate it. And as the acid level builds up, cellular function ultimately stops. So I hit that spot, 85 yards, all 4 times. And then I did a long, slow distance. And I'll share the heart rate response. And my monitor does not work that great. It doesn't transfer very well to my phone all the time, but you'll get the general picture. I had 4 spikes and then a long, slow spike, but it didn't really translate how my heart rate really went. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, what are the other benefits of training that way? Well, I generated all that lactic acid, and as I mentioned to you in the video, that lactic acid builds up. It's a waste product that takes oxygen metabolism to get rid of, and how we do that is we increase our metabolic rate. Around 500 calories for that kind of training episode over the next 24 hours, not counting what I burn doing the exercise. It's a great strategy for weight loss, about 3 days a week. It's also the fastest way to improve your VO2 max, your body's ability to deliver oxygen to the tissues. That's been scientifically proven. I've shared some of the studies on my Facebook Wellness Patients page. Go to that, look at the studies, you'll understand them. I'm eventually going to go over those studies with the projector. This has thrown me totally out of order. Thank you, coronavirus, but hey, it got me doing it, and I am definitely reaching some people, so I'm going to keep it up. Now, all you people there that are going, God, all this guy wants to talk about is like high-level elite exercise, which I want everybody to become the most elite athlete that they can. But the lowest hanging fruit on the tree is getting off the couch. So let me talk about that a little bit. If you look at the mortality studies where they've identified how fit people were at time 0 and then followed them over time to see who dies, they generally break them up into either quintiles or quartiles, meaning 20% or 25%. And what you see in those studies, and I've shared them already, but I'll go over them in detail at some point in this venue. What you see is that the people who go from the least fit quintiles and quartiles into the second least fit have the largest reduction in mortality. It's around the order of a 50% reduction. I mean, I cover the studies of just, look, if you just stand more than 2 hours a day, you die less. So there's a little bit of low-hanging fruit for everybody. If you've got the gumption and you can handle the pain and you're short on time, which is what most people identify as why they don't exercise, hit the hill and go wide open. If you got lots of time but can't exercise that hard, get the dog. I mean, I just took a half-a-mile walk from my apartment up there, the little gray building with the white trim on the windows, down to here, and it'll be another half-a-mile back. Casual, kept me moving, made it to 3 miles for the day. I mean, there's so many ways to skin this cat other than sitting on the couch. Over and out.